Hello guys, this is Spice Budget, and on today I will be coming to you with my new budget setup. And if you would like to see that, stay tuned. Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, and as I first stated, I will be showing you my new budget bounder for 2026. But before I do that, let me show you my old budget bounder that I was using for 2025, and this is it. We're no longer using this one. I did enjoy the calendar setup for this one. And this is pretty much all I was able to use for this. I created my own, because these sheets here I didn't even use. But I did create my own tracker sheets for my different boundaries and things like that. So I enjoyed that. But the only thing pretty much I got out of this planner was the calendar. So I did enjoy the calendar for that, for that part. Okay. And I paid $9 or $10 for this, and it was only good for 1 year. However, I created my own budget bounder, which I'm going to walk you through and show you in a minute. But before I do that, I want to show you the calendar. I went to the Dollar Tree and just purchased me a calendar that's good for 2 years, and this was only $1.25, so I'm happy about that. And I will be able to track all of my let me pull this off right quick. Expenses and bills for 2 years. So let me find the calendar. I'm gonna step ahead because I don't want you to see. Okay, I'm gonna go to here because I plan my bills a couple of months ahead of time. So we're gonna go here. This is blank, and it's good for 2 years, 2026 and 2027. So I love that about this. So, and I just started using a calendar last year. Okay, and I am a pen and paper type girl, so we're gonna put this over to the side. And this is what I've been using for the last 3 or 4 years. I write all my bills in here. Let me show you what this looks like. And so I use a calendar, and I'm a pen and paper girl as well. And what I love about this, you have your months across here, and you can just circle whatever date that you're doing your budget. I write all the names of my bills here. Have a section that I can put paid, the date I pay them, and then the amounts and the due date. And I have notes down here just in case something is coming up that particular month. Like in January we have MLK Day. If I just want to make a note of that. Different ones' birthdays coming up. Like in August, in my family we have a lot of birthdays in August. So I just write the names down here just for quick reference of whose birthday in that particular month. Okay, but mainly it's for tracking my bills, and I am a pen and paper type girl. So I'm not going to show you this part here because my bills are in here, but I've been having this here for almost 3 years. You know, so I'm always going to have some kind of form of paper where I track my bills and keep my bills and things. So this here, it says, think it, plan it, do it. I purchased this years ago. I can't even tell you where I purchased it at. Probably at a Family Dollar or something like that. And yes. And on the back it says happy thoughts. And I just love this. Okay. So we're going to put this over to the side as well. And next, before I show you my new budget planner, I created this here so that I can be able to track my expenses for my new boundaries. And I dated this 2026, 2027. Let me push that over just a little bit more. And this is just something I created. I think I'm gonna make these sheets a little larger and transfer them over here. But right now, it's okay. They're okay in this little bounder. Because this is where I started at before I purchased this. And a lot of my bills are on auto pay. So I created this here. So every week, let me show you something quick. Okay. This is every week. Okay, I might have a bill due on the 3rd, and I might have a bill due on the 5th. Altogether, those two bills might be a total of $48. So I created this here for week 1, which is be week 1. I will put the amount of how much I need to have in my account for week 1 for however many bills. And then at the end of the month, I will come back and write how much I actually paid. Because sometimes, you know, the bills can be variable expenses, and they can change. They can fluctuate. And some of them are fixed expenses. But, you know, just it all depends. So week 2, which this will be considered for me week 2. So I will go to week 2. And usually on week 2, I have a bill on the 10th, but it comes, I pay it with my Cash App account. So I don't include that with my auto pay that comes out my bank. So week 2, really nothing comes out. So it'll be a 0, 0. Then we will go to week 3, and I might have 3 bills due somewhere on week 3. I will total up all 3 bills, and I will write it here. And at the end of the month, I will come back and put the actual amount that I owe. But this helps me to know how much money I would need to have in my bank account for each week. And it goes up to 5 weeks. And then I'll put the total and the actual amount that I actually paid. And down here, I can put any notes that I might have concerning anything that might have happened that month that I need to make a notation of for that particular month. Okay, and then for my savings challenges, I have a monthly overview page that I created. It is so cute. For each one of my bounders. For my travel bounder, my 1 month ahead, my low income, which I have low priority, but it's low income. Any notes or anything I need to make a notation of. My sinking funds, my savings challenges, and my 2026 every Friday saving. So right here, for my travel bounder, say if my grand total for all of my accounts, I have 9 accounts in my travel bounder, it's a total of $1,200. I can just go ahead, write the month for the month of January. My ending total for my travel bounder is, we're going to say $1,200. And I'll do that for all of the accounts. Whatever my ending total amount for 1 month ahead, for January, or whatever month I'm working on, I'll put that total here. So I can just come and look here for a quick overview of whatever the balance is for that particular account on this page. And I love that all of my accounts fit on here in these little boxes. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Another thing I'm working on is a yearly overview of my bills, but that will go probably in this bounder here. So I can just look at it at a glance and see what I paid every month for my bills. Okay. Because once again, you have variable expenses and you have fixed expenses. And you'll be able to see, like, your water bill this month might be $49. Next month, it can be $69. But if you have a yearly overview of your bills and things, you have everything right there. And you can see everything at a glance. Okay? So that's that. Now, guys, let's get into my new setup for my 2026 and going forward. Okay, so I'm not sure how much okay, something's stuck. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, there you go. I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to fit in this bounder because of the rings are smaller than what I want it to be. I wish the rings were a little larger because I'm planning on using this for a while. We're going to make it do what it does. And if I have to, I can remove my savings challenges that I'm getting ready to show you. Okay, so starting off, we have my Bold Ink pen on the front cover here that I'm loving. Okay, this is my Bold Ink pen, and this is wavy. Okay, this is wavy print. Then we have my bow with beautiful pink cross. Okay, we're gonna put that over to the side, and then in my budget bounder, I have my I have 2 savings challenges in this particular bounder. Okay, and this one says budget book. At first, I was just gonna have this title, budget book, plain sheet of paper, but I found this beautiful little bee, and I decided to make a savings challenge. And this savings challenge is a denominations savings from $1 to $100, and I'm going to show you that. And when you're done, you will save $3,705. Okay. So I decided to have this as my front cover. This is the $1 savings. You will save $45. We have a $5 savings. You will save $150. We have a $10 savings. When done, you will save $240. $20, you will save $420. $50, you will save $1,050. And the $100 savings, you will save $1,800 savings. And how I'm planning on tackling this, I'm going to do the lower denominations first, 1 through 20, and then I'm gonna tackle the 50 and the 100 last, because I don't want 50 and $100 bills to be sitting in this envelope for a long period of time. So I'm gonna tackle the lower amounts first, and then once I'm done, completely done with the 1 through $20 savings, I will tackle the 50 and the $100. And I know I can put prop money in, but I'm not a big fan of prop money, but I will use it if I have to. But if I go ahead and get these the lower numbers out the way first, and then focus on my $50 and $100 savings, the money probably won't sit in the envelope that long. Okay, and I just put this here to camouflage the money. I didn't have the pink sheet in there at first. I just had the SB for Spice Budget, but I decided to go ahead and put the pink sheet in there for more, make the color pop a little bit more. Okay, so that's my denomination savings. And guys, anything you see today, you can find these savings in my on my online store. I will have a link down below if you would like to get your hands on this. And you can create your own little book with this. Just get you some rings, and just put it in a binder, and you can have your own little denomination book. Okay, and I call it budget book. And it says established 2026. And going forward with a lot of my savings, I will be putting when I create them, because I have some savings I created probably in 2023, 2022. I have plethora of savings, so many that I'll probably never be able to put them all out, but I'm gonna share the ones I can share with you. But I have so many savings challenges. It's just like it just be rolling off, the ideals. I just have to stop myself sometimes. But the ones I can share with you, I will. And you will find this, and you can create your own little book with these savings. Just this can be a book all by itself. Okay. So this is the envelope for that. And my second savings that's in this book is called my petty cash fund. And this is a 1 year savings. It's called petty cash. Okay, hope that's not clear. Okay, this is my petty cash fund. And if you're not familiar with petty cash, that's just having extra cash on hand, kind of like bag up cash, petty cash. Okay. Let's see. And this is a 1 year, and it's January through December. This is the low amount. You will save $120 when done. I have 2 of these savings. This one is $120. The second one, that's my petty cash, just like this. You will save $300. Okay, so I decided to put the $120 in this one. Okay, so this is the petty cash. This is the dashboard for this one, and this is the savings. And when you go on my online store, you will see you can have the option of choosing the $120 or the $300 savings. Okay, and it's just like this. Only the denominations are different. The numbers are 25, 20, and 30, and it repeats itself, 25, 20, and 30. However, the numbers are, you will save $300, okay? And with this one, like January is $10, the next month $5, next month $15, and it just repeats itself, 10, 5, 15, 10, 5, 15. And it's like they with $300. If it's 20, the next amount will be 15, then the next amount is 25 or either 30. I'm not for sure. I can't remember. But, everything just repeat itself. And this is the envelope for that savings. Okay? Okay, guys. Now we're getting ready to get into my, why I created this in the first place. Okay? So we are in January. And I just put this little sticker on here just to let me be able to see this clear page a little bit better. And also, this is a sticky note. So if I need to write a note or something, I could just write it on there, but I don't think I am. It's so cute. I'm just leave it as is. We're in the month of January, so when I do my monthly closeout, I am ready to go. And what I'm going to do is take the ending balance. Let me show you that right quick. Let me pull this up right quick. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay. I love this banner because you can fold it back. That's one thing I liked about it. Okay, let's slide this over some more. Okay, so what I'll do is take the ending balance on my travel, and now it becomes the beginning balance. Okay, and that's how you do this throughout the savings. You take your ending balance, my ending balance for my travel banner for these numbers here. Like for hotel was 220, but I know it's not gonna be 220 now because I did take a small trip for New Year's, and I pulled money from hotel, food, and gas. I know these numbers aren't the same. That's why it's good to do a closeout so you can know your balance and your ending total. Okay, so I will take my ending balance, and now it will become my beginning balance, and I will do this throughout. Throughout all of my savings. I think I skipped a page, and I did create these budget pages, trackers for, myself, because once again, I can't, it's hard to find everything that you need in a budget planner. Even though you try to support, but it's just hard to find exactly what you need. And like I said, over 80% of the pages in this book I did not use. It was just a waste of pages, but I'm not going to get rid of this book. I'm going to keep it, just to reflect back on. But over half of the pages in this book I didn't use. So I decided to create my own budget binder with just the things I need. And for as the calendar goes, I love this even better because it's 2026 and 2027. I just got 1 year out of this. I paid $1.25. I'm about to get 2 years of calendar use out of this. That's great versus only 1 year in here. Okay, but given this one comes with the sticker, all that good stuff, which I didn't even use. The sticker page is still in here. It's back here, So yeah, so 80% of everything in this bound I didn't even use. Maybe 10% or 20%, maybe probably 10%, probably 90% of what's in here I didn't use. But anyhow, I digress. Okay, this is my 1 month ahead. So I will take the ending balance here, put it on the beginning, and then I will do my closeout and find out what's my new ending balance. Okay, and I will do this throughout the duration of my all of my accounts. I have my 1 month ahead, have my sinking funds, my every Friday, and for my every Friday for these my sinking funds, let me show you this. I was tracking those by the week, but going forward, well, that's my low priority. I was tracking it by the week, but onward I will just be tracking the beginning and the ending. Okay, low priority. See, I was tracking it by the week 1 through 4, which I like this setup as well, but I'm gonna try just tracking the beginning and the ending. Okay, because a lot of times I might go ahead and throw some cash off in one of these accounts. I might not have time to grab this book and say I put $2 for week 3. Sometimes I don't have time for that. I just put the money in there and keep moving. So when I do my closeout, all I really need to know is the beginning and the ending. I'm gonna keep this set up because I like this weeks 1 through 4. I like that. Might go back to it, but onward I will be just doing beginning and ending. Okay, for my low, I have low priority, but it's still the same. I like the word low income savings. Okay, so that is how we're gonna do that, and I'm ready for the next month. After that, I just have this little sticker on there just to show me the page, and this is my setup for the next month. So I'm ready to go for 2026, and I'll do this throughout the whole year. And I have my, and I purchased these months on Shein. And if I can find the link to these, I will leave a link down below. And also the dividers. They didn't come like this. They was just, you get, I think you get 12 dividers, and I purchased the monthly tab separate. Okay, so yeah. So guys, this is my setup for 2026 and throughout. I don't know how many years I'm gonna be able to fit off in here, but if I if I need to move all of this out of here, that is no problem. I have so many bounders. I have a beautiful clear bounder with pink trimming, like this here is pink, and I can just easily transfer this into that bounder, no problem. But for right now, I don't want to look at another bounder. I have so many bounders now that sometimes I forget what I have. So if I can keep it here, that'll be fine. And because it's gonna take a while to fill this up, so we just not getting started. But if push comes to shove, I can always remove this and put this in my pink and white clear bounder. Okay, so that's no problem to move this out the way. But guys, this is my setup for 2026. And I'm loving this. I'm loving this water wave print. This here bounder. I just love that texture. It's so nice. And this is it. So yeah, guys. And I'll be using this calendar just to track my bills, because I love using the calendar. I just started once again using the calendar last year with this bounder, and I enjoyed it using the calendar. And so I said, well, I need a calendar, because I enjoyed using the calendar part. And I found this nice one at the Dollar Tree. Now that I have this, they did have a black and gray calendar, but maybe next time I'll get but this good. It doesn't have to match, because I'm not gonna keep it in here no how. It's just for the bills or whatever. But okay guys, so this is it. This is my setup for 2026 and onward, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna close this up so you can see mine. Okay, so this is it. This is my setup, and I probably use this as well. If I don't transfer these sheets over here, we'll see, because I have a lot going on, and I just don't want to overwhelm myself too much. But right now, I'm loving this setup. This is just perfect. That's the perfect setup for me. This is all I need. Something to track my bounders, and something to track my bills monthly. So I can know. It's just good to know when your bills and things going to be pulled out your account. And I noticed that most of my, the heavy part, most of my bills come out the end of the month. That's the heaviest time. At pretty much the last 2 weeks of the month. Up here, maybe 3 bills, and down here, maybe 7, But it's good to know when your bills are coming out. Definitely good to know when your bills are coming out. Okay, so guys, this is all I have for you. I just want to share my new setup, because I am getting ready to do a monthly closeout, and you will see that. Follow me, subscribe to my channel, and you will see how I close out my bounders for at the end of the year, at the end of the month. And that's how I track. I don't have individual trackers for my accounts. I just stick the money in there and keep it moving, and then I balance everything out at the end of the month in one place, so I don't have to look here and there, pull out sheets for everything. I just have everything in one place, and that's good enough for me. Okay, so guys, this is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comment down below. Hope I can answer anything you might have to ask or want to know. And once again, if you would like to get your hands on any of these savings, my denomination savings or my petty cash savings, I will have links down below for this. And if I can find the links to these monthly tabs or the clear dividers, any of this, I will have links down below. Okay. And I created my own tracker, so there will be no links for this. It's just something I created to work for me, you know, to help me in my budgeting, on my budgeting journey. Okay. So guys, this is all I have for you. Thank you again for watching, and have a great day. Bye.